As kids, we'd explore our surroundings, looking for secret entrances and hidden places. As we grew up, some of us may have stopped believing in such things while others kept searching. Here are 10 secret places hidden in famous locations. JFK International Airport. Anyone that's traveled through New York's JFK International Airport may have noticed a terminal with a sloping roof and giant windows. This is the Trans World Airlines Flight Center. It was first opened in 1962 and featured a lounge and a bar. However, when TWA went out of business in 2001, the terminal was shut down and closed off. There were talks for years about reopening the space as either an aviation museum, a conference center, or perhaps a hotel, but it continued to be a mystery to passers-by until 2015, when parts of it were overtaken by another airline. Disneyland. Places like Disneyland let us free our inner children, but even they seem to realize that we need some adult time after being surrounded by swarms of screaming little ones. That's where the secret Club 33 comes in. Hidden near the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, there is a nondescript door with nothing but 33 written on it. This is the exclusive members-only section that you may join for $10,000 plus a $3,500 annual fee. It's also the only place in the park that serves alcohol. Eiffel Tower. Though it received a less than warm reception when it was debuted in 1889, the tower that Gustave Eiffel built has become a world-renowned landmark. Located in Paris, France, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone that doesn't recognize it nowadays. However, what many people don't realize is that there is a luxury apartment housed at the top of the tower. Contrary to the bare structure on the outside, the apartment was beautifully furnished, wallpapered, and carpeted. Most people didn't even know it existed until it was opened to the public in 2015. Grand Central Station. Every single day, more than 750,000 people rush through Grand Central Station in New York City. Despite this fact, there aren't many that know of the hidden platform beneath their feet. Though it doesn't lead to a secret train that travels to a wizarding school, it did serve another purpose. When the Waldorf Astoria Hotel was first built, guests arrived through Grand Central Station. In 1929, they decided to build a special station for high-profile hotel guests so they could avoid the hustle and bustle of the main station. It opened in 1938, but by the 1960s, it was no longer in use. Today, it remains unused and closed off to the public. Niagara Falls. While Niagara is most famous for the amazing waterfall there, it also has a dark secret. There is a small limestone cave off to the side of Niagara Gorge down the road from the falls known as the Cave of Evil Spirits. The Seneca Indians have a legend telling the tale of an evil spirit trapped inside more than 300 years ago. If someone were to enter the cave and encounter the spirit, they would be cursed to a lifetime of misfortune. The cave is located in the aptly named Devil's Hole State Park. Empire State Building. Standing at 1,250 feet, the Empire State Building is the fourth tallest building in the United States. It has 102 floors if you are among the general population. However, there is an outdoor observatory on the 103rd floor with panoramic views of New York City. This hidden top floor has none of the usual safety features of the lower observation stations and is reserved for celebrities and high-paying observers. The only hint of it most people see is on the second floor, where multiple photos of Hollywood stars are shown on the elusive deck. Harvington Hall. In Worcestershire, England, there is a beautiful and well-known manor called Harvington Hall. It was built in the 1580s by Humphrey Packington and was later outfitted with secret hiding places known as priest hides. During this time in Britain's history, it was considered high treason to practice Catholicism. There were 7 hiding places built within the manor to escape from the agents of Queen Elizabeth I. The priest hides were so effective, none of the priests taking refuge here were ever discovered. Times Square. Roughly 37 million people visit Times Square in New York City every year. It's the second most visited tourist attraction in the world, drawing crowds with its bright lights, entertainers, restaurants, and more. However, many tend to overlook the 25-story building that serves as the main billboard. Originally constructed in 1904 to serve as the headquarters of the New York Times newspaper, it became vacant in 1992. Rather than search for new tenants, the owners decided to sell advertising advertising space on the outside of the building instead. The large screens now bring in a revenue of $23 million a year, despite having no tenants other than the New Year's Ball in more than 25 years. Disney World. Walt Disney World consists of 4 distinct parks: Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom. What many visitors don't know is that there used to be a 5th section called Discovery Island. It was originally built in 1974 and was dubbed Treasure Island, but many found the name misleading as it had nothing to do with pirates. The island housed the Wildlife Observatory before the Animal Kingdom was built in 1999. It was closed shortly afterwards and left almost completely forgotten until 2009, when an urban explorer discovered the abandoned, overgrown attraction and swam over to investigate it further. Mount Rushmore. While the original design for Mount Rushmore was much more elaborate, the final result is still pretty impressive. Located in Keystone, South Dakota, it depicts the heads of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Though it is visited by thousands of people each year, very few are aware of the secret it holds. The designer of the monument, sculptor Gutzon Borglum, wanted to build a hall of records into the side of the mountain, which was meant to contain important U.S. documents like the Declaration of Independence. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1941 and the project ground to a halt. His work was eventually completed in 1998, however, when the U.S. government installed a sealed titanium vault inside the cavern to house copies of documents. Did you know about any of these secret places? Do any of them intrigue you? Leave us a comment down below and let us know what you think. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to The Riches for more fascinating facts daily. Thanks for watching.